Wait a minute, ancestor, there's one thing I want to ask the ancestor. Xiao Yan encountered a series of incredible things when he first arrived on this continent. Maybe the old man in front of him could solve his doubts. Xiao Li waved his hand and motioned to Xiao Yan to speak. I wonder how the ancestors knew of my arrival. Xiao Yan asked. The sneak attack yesterday had always made him very puzzled. Xiao Li looked at Xiao Yan's very vigilant expression, smiled, and asked rhetorically, "Don't I have the ability to sense my children and grandchildren?" "No, that's not what juniors mean. Yesterday, I was attacked by some inexplicable people on the way here. They had ambushed the junior in advance, so the junior was a little puzzled." Xiao Yan explained, "Sneak attack? Coming for you? Do you know who it is? Why didn't Xiao Long tell me just now?" Xiao Lipton's face was a little ugly. Only the elders of the Xiao family knew about Xiao Yan's whereabouts, didn't they? Xiao Yan choked. It was not Xiao Long who picked him up, but the Ming Emperor. The Ming Emperor didn't tell Xiao Long that Xiao Yan didn't know, so Xiao Long might not know about his attack. It was the old man, who was called the Old Man, by the Yimo sect. Xiao Yan replied, "I asked him, dare to rely on him?" Xiao Li thought for a while and said to Xiao Yan, "Xiao Yan, I will take care of this matter. Don't worry too much. Try not to go out within a year. After you enter the nationality next year, I will send someone to take you out to practice." Xiao Yan nodded. When he came to this continent, he did have to spend a little time to understand. He immediately thought of Xiao Xian again and hurriedly asked, "Well, there's one more thing to ask the ancestors. With only a touch of soul mark, can they be resurrected?" Xiao Li frowned slightly when he heard this, stroked his beard, and muttered to himself, "There is only a touch of soul mark left. This is not easy to do. Is this person very important?" Xiao Yan nodded solemnly. He is also a member of the Xiao family. In order for the younger generation to be promoted to the fighting emperor and cause the soul to disperse, can the ancestors have a way? Xiao Li nodded and said, "There are ways, but with your current strength, it is more difficult than climbing to the sky." Xiao Yan was overjoyed when he heard that there was a way. Xiao Xian knew that if it weren't for him, Xiao Yan might not be where he is today. Xiao Yan asked eagerly, "What can I do?" "Please tell the ancestors that the younger generations will resurrect the ancestors of Xiao Xian at all costs." Xiao Xian? Xiao Li was also taken aback when he heard Xiao Xian's name, frowning and pondering for a while. How could this name be so familiar? But he couldn't remember it for a while. Xiao Li said to Xiao Yan, "There's only one way. You should know the medicine clan, right?" When he heard about the medicine clan, Xiao Yan knew very well, nodded hurriedly, and asked, "I know the medicine clan. There are also medicine clans on the Duty continent?" Xiao Li nodded, "Of course, and only the medicine clan has a way, but I don't know if they will help you or not. The medicine clan is in the southwest direction. If Junior Xiao Yan is in a hurry, why don't I send a few people to go with you?" Xiao Yan hurriedly waved his hand and said, "No, thank you for your ancestors. The younger generation wants to rely on their own strength. There's already a certain number in my heart. Let's set off after the nationality is settled." Xiao Yan wants to take advantage of this time to understand the situation first. "Okay then, boy, I will also give you some help about the Chaos Saint Yin. Today, you should go back and rest first. I will take you to your place of residence." Xiao Li smiled and nodded. Suddenly, this space trembled, and a strange color flashed in Xiao Yan's eyes. At this moment, a man ran up quickly, his face extremely ugly, knelt down on one knee, and reported to Xiao Li. "Second Elder, the seal of the Phantom Beast Pillar is trembling sharply. Go and have a look. The seal is almost unstoppable." "Excuse me?" Xiao Li's smiling face suddenly became cold. His face changed. Without saying a word, the soles of his feet cut through the void and went away. Xiao Yan immediately unfolded his figure and followed closely behind. In this space, Xiao Yan couldn't even exert the power he belonged to in terms of speed and power. It was extremely strange. He hurriedly unfolded the bone spurs before barely keeping up. In just a few seconds, he came to an extremely hidden corner on the far right of the Xiao clan. In the distance, I saw several heavenly pillars, each of which was shaking, as if it had been stimulated by something. This space began to vibrate sharply, and countless buildings fell one after another. Xiao Yan was also taken aback. The power of the soul at the center of his eyebrows surged out like a tide, and two rays of light in his hands burst towards the stone pillar. The vindictive spirit seemed to protect the entire sky, but the pillar showed no sign of stopping shaking. On the contrary, all the houses and buildings around here began to shake with a few large pillars. What exactly is this pillar? At this time, Xiao Long and several elders also came one after another. Xiao Yan stood not far away, looking at the trembling buildings around him, as if they were about to collapse in the next second. Xiao Yan rushed up in spite of everything. His hands quickly condensed, and his vindictiveness surged out and ran towards the big pillars of the sky. In an instant, the entire sky was shrouded in colorful vindictiveness. But this pillar began to exude a kind of coercion, very strong, getting stronger and stronger. Xiao Yan could feel the power of this kind of coercion, but this coercion was of no use to him. Xiao Yan looked from a distance and looked at the big pillars of the sky that were still trembling. Feeling this kind of extremely strong coercion, the average one-star duty's face changed drastically. He had already been unable to withstand this coercion and retreated far away. Only Xiao Yan, a one-star duty in the early days, didn't seem to feel this powerful coercion, and he kept trying to get closer. Several old Xiao parents rushed forward one after another, and their powerful aura suddenly overwhelmed the sky, stabilizing these stone pillars with their own vindictive energy. In the center of the beam of light, there's a group of light, and a huge vortex is formed in the group of light. The vortex is still expanding. There's an extremely powerful aura in the vortex, which seems to be approaching. Xiao Yan actually has a familiar feeling for this powerful aura. Under the gaze of countless fiery and expectant gazes, in the whirlpool between the several pillars standing in the Xiao clan space, at this moment, a powerful energy fluctuation is slowly exuding, and under this fluctuation, this powerful aura gradually becomes closer. Closer. Something is coming out? The atmosphere of the entire Xiao clan space suddenly became tense, and the black crowd was surging, desperately trying to see what such a vast aura was. Suddenly, a golden light broke out of the sky and rushed straight into the sky. There was a fierce surge in Xiao Yan's body. He suddenly came out of Xiao Yan's body and suspended on Xiao Yan's shoulder. Looking at the golden light, he murmured in the air. Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon listening to Xiao's words. Xiao Yan paused. Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon? Could it be that this is the only brontosaurus with spiritual wisdom that Xiao Yan gathered for 9 profound golden thunder when he was in Leiqi? Could it be that it also came up with Xiao Yan? Thinking of this, Xiao Yan had an inexplicable feeling in his heart. Just now, it was the sky-burning Qi refining tower, and now is the Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon. What about the future? How many things will reach this unknown continent because of him? A heavenly golden dragon broke through the sky, and the huge dragon was flashing with dazzling golden thunder. Xiao Yan was also quite surprised. He did not expect that Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon could reach the same strength as Duty in such a short time. The elders were shocked and shouted almost in the same voice. Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon. After the Thunder Dragon came out, the surrounding space finally stopped trembling and calmed down. Countless members of the Xiao family looked up at the 100-meter golden dragon in the sky. After circling in the air for a week, the Thunder Dragon slowly stopped, turned its head to Xiao Yan, and stared quietly. Xiao Yan also seemed to hear a kind of spiritual call, and his figure became a little involuntary. Xiao Li looked a little wrong at first glance. He knew the origin and power of the Ninexian Golden Thunder Dragon, and the Ninexian Golden Thunder Dragon seemed to have spiritual wisdom. This kind of life, produced by the pill, is extremely mysterious. Only when the pill is refined and the pill appears, there is an extremely small chance that it will appear. At the same time, it is necessary to gather into a dragon body. One thing is necessary, that is the dragon body. But even if the gathering is successful, the success rate of gathering spirits is extremely small, which makes the brontosaurus with spiritual wisdom extremely precious and rare. And it is even rarer to be able to conquer it after the brontosaurus appears. Danley, who has successfully gathered spirits, has his own spiritual knowledge, relying on devouring Danley, and has an extremely fast growth rate. This will undoubtedly become an extremely powerful means for pharmacists. How this Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon was born? This must start from Lei Qi. The Thunder Pond among the ancient dragons of Taishu is full of places where thunder and lightning pass by. However, in this place where thunder and lightning are vertical and horizontal, why is the Ninexian Golden Thunder Dragon born? That's because not only is there a heaven and earth-born Danlei, but more importantly, it is the cemetery of the Taishu Gulong clan. After the death of Taishu Gulong, it will be here. The dragon body of Taishu Gulong, which is essential for the production of Jiushuan Golden Thunder Dragon, was used as the seed, so it was able to gather successfully. It is precisely because of the many factors that require such harshness to condense this brontosaurus, even in the duty continent. It is very rare, and the growth rate of the Jiushuan Golden Brontosaurus is extremely terrifying, and it has naturally become the dream of the alchemists.